but it is technically
I don't
called
need
a
the
hot water
history
heater.
of it. I'm just calling you out.
Wow, we have a new guest in the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast Zoom room. It's Froggy!
Hello.
Hello, lady.
Hello, lady.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
It feels so good to be back. This is, when I remember as things were winding down and I was getting ready to have the procedure, Nate gave me some very good advice, and that advice was to set individual goals. Not just I want to feel better, but there are certain things that you want to do again, and one of them was I can't wait to do the show again, be back with you guys. And so to be able to, 2 weeks ago today, I was just coming to out of everything happening. To be able to sit here 2 weeks later really is a miracle, and this is a
Look
really
at how
big
far
day.
you've come. You remember how awful you felt
Yes.
after the operation?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you remember exactly how you felt
Well,
then
I
versus
don't
now?
because I came out of the procedure ended around 1 p.m. and I was sick and throwing up from the anesthesia until 7 p.m. They couldn't get it to stop. And then they kind of had me out, and I didn't wake up until Tuesday. And then I spoke to you Tuesday morning, and I listened back to it. Somebody sent me a clip of it. And I felt about as shitty as I sounded, just in case you're wondering.
Say that again. You just glitched. What?
I felt just as shitty as I sounded, in case you were wondering. But like today, I do realize how far I've come. I remember when I came home, I'll tell you a couple things I couldn't tell you in the air. When I came home that first day, that Wednesday, I was taking a shower, and they told me that I couldn't be alone. And our shower is all glass. And so I'm standing in the shower, and my wife and Kaden were standing there. And I remember standing there with my eyes closed under the water, just letting the water run over me. And I said, "You guys got to stop staring at my dick." And Lisa goes, "That's my husband." There he is. He's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something I'm noticing that's different now that you've had the surgery. When you speak, it doesn't match your lips. It comes out at a different way.
That's crazy.
I hope that's the
so
internet.
weird.
Oh, is that what it is?
I hope so.
I'm sorry. I
hope
thought that
it's
was like
the
a
internet.
byproduct of having an aneurysm ripped out of your head.
No, but my
Well,
surgeon,
Good to have you here.
who's awesome, he wants to come on the show and talk with us. He would love to meet you. He's become a fan. And he said that in all his years, he's been doing this for 13 years, he had never seen the outpouring of well wishes and people saying nice things like he had seen from us and our listeners. And so he was so intrigued. He's like, it's so enlightening to know that there is a mass of people in this world that are so nice. And he said, I saw it from your listeners in the reaching out that they did.
Wow,
Aw.
how cool is that?
So
We
it
do
was
have
cool.
the best listeners.
We do.
We
Thank
do.
God.
Yeah.
Can you imagine having shitty listeners?
No.
Well, we have a few of those,
They
but we
wouldn't
weed those
listen,
out.
so we wouldn't have them.
Yeah, no, we do have a few. Believe me. Every once in a while, a clunker will roll through. Like, ew. Well, Gandhi, how was your day off yesterday? Your mental health day. I want to hear how everyone treated the day, or how the day treated you.
It was great. So because we had this extra mental health day, for my mental health, I went and saw my big sister in Columbus, and seeing her and hanging out with her is always amazing. But now she has a little puppy. So I have a half puppy. So I filled my entire weekend with all things dog, all things sister. We planted flowers. I went with her when she early voted, saw that enormous line. I have a guitar now, so I'm going to be playing the guitar.
You have a guitar?
I have a guitar. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Very excited about that. It was just a really, really good weekend all over. And now I'm back with my boyfriend. So I have nothing to complain about. Mental health right now, check. Good.
All right.
We're good.
We're checking in. So I want everyone to be honest now. How are you feeling today? Garrett, how was your mental health day yesterday?
It was interesting because I got yelled at by my kids' teachers because I decided to drop them off to school because I don't get that opportunity, being on the air. And I had a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old like directing me like I was the child of, okay, we have to go here now. We have to do this. And I dropped them off 5 minutes early, and the teacher's like, they get dropped off at 8:45. So my son was inside the classroom. I had to take him back outside the classroom and go wait in the parking lot like a little child. Like, I'm sorry. I know. All right, whatever, Dad. All right, thanks. But it was cool seeing the perspective I don't get to normally see since we're working.
Right. Well, So did you have a little time for yourself yesterday?
Yeah, no, I definitely did. Sat there, and it's really the first time I've ever have done this. And you talk about it all the time. I just unplugged, computer off,
It's great,
phone
isn't it?
off, and I just sat there.
I wish I could have unplugged.
Yeah.
Alex
little busy.
ran me for mayor. Of New York City.
Yes. Yeah,
And
you
now
had a
I've seen it reposted like repeatedly.
very big campaign day for you
Scotty
yesterday.
B, did you work yesterday for Mental Health Day?
I did. I was here, but it was good for me because I was all alone. Sometimes you just need that. You know, I set the show up and I just kind of relaxed. I was here by myself, so no interruptions. And, you know, sometimes you just need that. I could have actually worked from home yesterday morning, but I just wanted to be alone. You know, so I came here and I was alone, and it was good for me mentally.
What about you, Straight Nate? What'd you do yesterday?
I'm on the.
Oh, he's on the phone. We don't want to interrupt you during our 15-minute
I'm
morning show.
sorry. This has okay because we're recording this kind of during the show, and there's stuff I have to ask you guys as soon as we're done. So
Okay, all right. We'll come back to you in a minute.
he's
Danielle, how was
flirting.
your Mental Health Day?
It was great. So I got to get up, and my little guy was like, "Listen, since you're off tomorrow, I'd like some Belgian waffles and bacon." So I got up. I made him Belgian waffles and bacon, and then I went back to sleep from 8 a.m. to 11, which was wonderful. Yes. Then I woke up. I honestly didn't do really anything. I did a little laundry, but I read a book with my blanket on the couch. I just relaxed. I didn't do really anything that I should have done. You know what I mean? Like I didn't do
That's
this
good.
and didn't clean the house.
You gotta
Like,
have
I
those
just-
days.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was nice. It was
I
nice.
agree. What about you, Scary?
I need a do-over.
What happened?
Well, I made the mistake of not unplugging, so I ended up doing I had to record commercials. I took phone calls from salespeople who were calling my cell phone. I did everything I shouldn't have done. As a matter of fact, I did everything that I would do on a normal day of work after
What
I
he's
would get
saying
off
is,
the air.
Elvis, he's going to need to make up that day and take another day off.
So the
Yeah.
only
Another day off.
saving grace was I got to sleep in, which was in of itself a blessing, I will say, because not getting up at 4:30 in the morning is great. So I woke up at like 9:30, 10 in the morning. Everyone should get blackout shades because you sleep much later that way. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
How was
When we
yours,
wake up,
Elvis?
when we wake up, it's dark still. Well, I was gonna ask Froggy, then I'll tell you about,
sorry.
about my. Yes, Froggy. What'd you do yesterday?
Yesterday I really kind of just hung around, and I was very excited about coming back to work today, except I had an experience kind of like Garrett had. So you know my son works at Publix, the grocery store here, and they had hand sanitizer wipes up on the shelves. There's a limit, 1. I'm like, well, I'll grab 2 and I'll go through his line. And he's not going to call me out. He did. He called me out. He's like, sir, you can only have 1 of these. I'm like, really, bro? He's like, yes, you only get 1. He put 1 away, and there was like there were people around looking at us. I'm like, you really just embarrassed me in front of all these people? He's like, nope, you're
hilarious.
not gonna jeopardize my job.
He's honest.
Caden, I love
I
him.
love that.
Whatever.
Good for you, Caden. Expecting him to give you a little.
You put him in a compromising position.
Yeah, that's not very fair.
And then he goes, and then
I'll
I
tell you
said
about my
something
day
to him really
yesterday.
quietly, and he goes, no, I won't bring them home when I come home. Don't ask out loud. I'm like, I didn't ask you.
Good for him. I like that. That's awesome. We slept in a little bit yesterday, and I got to tell you, we had a great conversation with Uncle Johnny early in the day, and it set the pace for a beautiful day because Uncle Johnny the day before did not sound good at all. And we were very concerned. And then yesterday, it was like a flower opening. He was laughing, and he was in a good mood. And so we've needed that in our lives so we could relax a little bit. You know, it's been a very intense couple of weeks with Froggy and with Uncle Johnny and with the world the way it is. We needed a day where we could feel our shoulders kind of fall and relax. And that's what we got yesterday. And then,
That's awesome.
You know, we're watching TV, and then without any warning, Alex has me running for mayor for New York City online, and people are like poking me and prodding me, like, we're really mayor? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, take that down. Take it down.
You're going to win.
I'm in. I'll vote for you.
No. You don't even live in New York City. You can't vote.
If you
Find
were
a way.
mayor,
How was your
would you-
trip to Long Island on Saturday?
What if I were mayor?
If you were mayor, would you still do the radio show? Would you do both?
It's not even a thought. I'm not running for mayor. I'm not going to be the mayor. I'm not
don't
going to. It's not even a conversation. It's
Could
so
he say
silly.
some of the things that he says on the show if he were mayor? I don't know if he's
Yes.
supposed to.
No, you gotta keep your job, right? My trip to Long Island was awesome. We went to see Uncle Johnny Sunday, and it was a little trying, but the people who work at Northwell, I guess that's North Shore Hospital, right, in Manhasset, Long Island.
Is it Northwell Health or
Northwell?
Yeah.
What did I say? Northmore?
North Shore.
It used to be North Shore. It's
Northwell Health.
Yeah. Anyway, everyone on that floor, Dr. Kasseri, the nurses, everyone, they're just the best in the business. And you're like, God, I don't even need to be worried about Uncle Johnny because these people are watching over him, and they're just superstars. We went to see Mikey Russo's new store over in Cold
Spring
Stone
Harbor
Creamery, whatever it's called.
Cold Spring Harbor.
Yeah. And that was good. It was good. We had a great day. It was good. We need more mental health days. Can we do another one?
Yes, I was going to
Yes.
ask if we can
Tomorrow?
do another one.
Okay.
Can we do another one
We'll
soon?
do another one in a Monday coming up sometime soon.
Okay, I would love that. And I'm going to unplug next time, I promise.
I have a question.
What?
Are we dressing up on Friday for our Halloween show?
Yeah.
Because it is. Okay, good.
Does
'Cause
anybody
I was
have any
thinking over
bolts?
the weekend. I was
Stop it.
I was
Just give me a
thinking over
couple
the weekend.
bolts.
I
I'll
was
just
like,
plug them in my ears. I'm all good. I'm all
oh my gosh.
I have a question as well.
Well, hold on, Daniel. What were you saying?
I was thinking about last year's Halloween and how much fun we had in all our costumes and being together, and I was like, I can't believe we're not going to be together. I'm like, we're just going to be on the Zoom call. I said,
We'll make the best of it.
you know, no, I know we will, but it was so weird.
Yeah, we'll do okay.
Yeah.
What were you, so who's on?
I had a question.
Yeah, what?
Where the fuck is David Brody?
Oh yeah, he must be sleeping.
I mean, he wouldn't miss this podcast for the world, but it's now like we're almost at the end of it, and he hasn't showed up.
Oh, there he is.
Speak of the devil, Scary.
Speak of the devil.
Like a ghost.
There you
What
are.
happened?
Did you sleep in? We can't
his
hear
mic's
you.
not
He's
even
got-
on
he's
yet.
turning his mic
mic's
on.
not on. Wait,
No,
hold
no,
on.
I'm here. Mic's on.
How are you, Brody?
Friday night, my water heater died. And we haven't had hot water all weekend. And so I was on the phone with the hot water heater company. And I couldn't get off because I didn't want to risk a chance of losing my appointment.
I got you.
We have
I
cold
gotcha.
water all weekend.
How much time do we have left, Frog?
3 minutes.
Okay.
See how quick I added that? I told you my cognitive ability is still pretty good.
You're slick. You're slick, man.
By the way, to clarify, Brody, it is a water heater, not a hot water heater. Because I know you correct me.
Nate was waiting on that. He was so excited. I saw his face.
Brody should know that. We had this discussion in another
I could get a word
forum.
in
Call me
edgewise.
out on it.
So that's a 1980s Stephen Wright stand-up comedy special routine, but it is technically
I don't
called
need
a
the
hot water
history
heater.
of it. I'm just calling you out.
But it's technically called a hot water heater.
No, because the water's cold and then it turns hot because it heats.
Scary.
If
I
it was a hot
understand
water
that-
heater, it wouldn't have to heat it, right?
Right.
Yep, and you drive on a parkway, park on a driveway. But it is called a hot water heater, regardless of the fact you're not heating hot water.
They should change that.
Yeah, they really
They should, Scotty. I'm with you.
Starting now.
Nate's frustrated. I'm sorry, Nate.
Nate,
I'm looking it up.
Nate, you didn't answer us. What did you do on your mental health day?
Crapped in the woods.
While hanging onto a tree.
Okay.
While hanging under a tree.
So you were outside in nature. That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually went camping with my dad and my brother. It was nice to see them. That's
Did
why
you
I
tell
look so
them?
scruffy. What's that?
Did you tell them you pooped
Oh, of
from
course.
a tree?
I mean, shitting in the woods. Who hasn't shit in the woods in this Zoom room?
I haven't shit in the woods.
Danielle,
I've
show
never
of
done
hands.
that.
Oh, we have
Yeah, I
4
have.
people. Brody,
Gotta do
5,
it.
6 people. I have.
Gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
So I
He
guess
found a new way to do it. He showed us a diagram of
Yes.
how he did it, and it
really
does look
helps.
interesting.
And by the way, somebody texted in and say the best way to do it is to lean against a tree with your back against a tree and squat. No.
and it rolls down the bark.
Exactly. Don't
David
hang
Brody,
over
what
a
did you
ledge.
do for your mental health day yesterday?
I took a cold shower, which is par for the course for me anyway. So
That's it? That's all you did?
We're sorry, bro.
well, I spent the day on the phone with Reem to get my water heater fixed.
Did you ream them
I
out?
spent the day on the phone. What?
Did you
Yeah,
ream
did I
them out
ream
at
them out?
ream?
I absolutely did. Yeah. So it was a big to-do. I did not have a lot of mental health yesterday.
Do you get mad and yell at people before they come to your house? Because don't you think they'll screw
No,
you that way?
I never yell at anyone for Scotty.
Oh, okay.
He saves that for us.
I'm just very direct.
My girlfriend wanted to enlist David Brody's services to help get our park admission back from the Brooklyn Botanic Garden that we went to on Sunday because everything was brown and there were no flowers anywhere.
Hey, what's wrong with brown, Scary?
I know.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Leaf racist.
By the way, speaking of one of Uncle Johnny's nurses, he calls her Gandhi. because she's Indian. I said, Johnny, you can't call everyone who's Indian Gandhi. You just can't. He said, I'm right.
Does she respond to it? Does she come and talk to
She
you?
just laughs. She thinks it's funny. Whatever. All right. Well, I guess we've caught up now. That was fun. Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Froggy.
Thank you, and we gave him an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so tired.
It means we scratch on 30 seconds tomorrow.
All right.
Yes.
Glad you could join us, Brody. Glad you could join us.
I'm sorry, Al.
It's okay. It's all good. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.